Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, first of all, you've been through quite a few of these, obviously. What would you say is the significance and importance of guys showing up for mandatory minicamp?
Yeah, I think one, it's been awesome how many guys have been here basically this whole time, and this is like the really, really fun part where like we're all getting to know each other, like sharing stories. Once the competitive juices start flowing, it really starts ramping up. But this is just like kind of like a dress rehearsal within the dress rehearsal. Everybody's like, you get the jitters going, the juices going, and then whenever we come back, get ready for the season, then it's really ramping up. It's a fun and important time. So, yeah.
Tress, as close as you guys were last year, it's just like you can feel everybody anxious to get back. That's a different feeling around here. How's that been?
Yeah, that's something that's cool. You know, the friendships and the bonds are always really strong. They always have been here, but I think whenever, like last year, how it played out the way that it did, and everybody just got really tight, and you're in just high stress, high emotion, and I think that's why those bonds become so strong. But it is like, I've never seen dudes just want to smack each other and whip up on each other, but also like be each other's best buds. So it's cool to be a part of that. Yeah.
And what's it been like trying to get Matt kind of acclimated to things and helping him kind of get in tune with this group?
Yeah. It has been a lot of fun. So I would say that Tyler and I are pretty low key in terms of specialists across the NFL, and so I think him coming in, and we played against him for years, and Tyler and I've been in the league a little bit longer than him. I think he's enjoying like the hyper focus, the fun, like keeping it light in meetings, like getting out and going to get a bite to eat or play around the golf together and stuff like that. It's a great luxury to be a part of the specialist crew with guys that you get along with, and Matt fits in great. So
Tress, usually there's plenty of turnover with coaching staffs from year to year, but that's not the case here. The continuity of year one to year two with the same coaching staff, how important is it that, you know, a lot of the players are back, but also the coaching staff remains intact?
Yeah, I as a player, it's not a huge surprise. You know, like Mr. Harris and the ownership group, AP and DQ, like how they treat everybody, how intentional everything is, the like expectations and the competitiveness. I mean, if you're a competitive dude, it's no wonder why you would just want to stay here and come back here. So it's a huge breath of fresh air, and it also adds a little bit of that, like, wow, I'm gonna go for a big word, familiarity to the whole thing.
I can't say that, but you can.
I went to Oklahoma. I took a long shot there, but it was. I think that's a sweet breath of fresh air. You know, coming back, you want to come out and win as many games as possible, building off of last season, things like that. But when you have that, that's a huge plus. Yeah.
In this type of environment, as a specialist, what are you working on? What are your goals leading up to summer break here?
Yeah, I had the best coverage guys and still have the best coverage guys in the league. And last year I was not as good directionally as like I have been in the past. And I think just kind of pressing and just, you know, like one of those things where, I don't know if you know this, but we didn't punt a lot last year. So when I got out there, like I was like really wanting to go out and make a play or something like that. So it was just trying to like step back and let the game come to me again a little bit and have a lot of fun with it. And that was a fun part of the playoff run, was it was like, who cares how many times like we're punting and getting in a groove out there, let's just go make a play. And so trying to bring that in June is, you know, like a little different animal, but come July and August it'll get going. Yeah.
Tress, a lot of the core players from last year still here, but a lot of new rookies and some free agent signees. When it gets to mandatory camp like that, does the energy level, does the anxiety, do all of those things go up?
Honestly, I think it kind of does the opposite. I remember when OTAs fired up, and man, we must have had everybody, close to everybody. We did this great team meeting where guys were kind of sharing their experiences, and the number one thing that all the new guys said was they could not believe how genuine like the welcome was. We broke up into like these little small groups, and Debo Samuel was in mine and Revo's group, and he was just saying, like, you kind of hear that, like, you're like, oh yeah, everybody gets along there, but then you get in and you got your different groups. He's like, no, everybody, like, this is a strong team. And so that's quite a compliment, you know, for like guys that we consider the best players across the league now coming onto our squad, and like the best kids from college coming in as rookies. That's a big deal, man. That stuff really matters.
Hey Tress, so after the season you all had last year, there's a lot of talk about this team in a positive way.
Oh yeah.
And that has not always been the case.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What is your reaction to that? How are you feeling
Yeah.
about all of the positive news and
Yeah.
expectations? Over
I mean, I
the
think we kind of once everybody saw that number 5 could play some football, I think we kind of lost the element of surprise on anybody. But I think what was really cool was like how DQ like conveys it to us each week on what the fight's going to look like, how long it's going to last. You know, like this is how we're going to go about it, how we think they're going to go about it. I have never been around a coach who does it week to week better than how DQ does it. I mean, you literally forget about like what happened the last week and move on to the next one. And so I'll put my coins with him that will be focused a week at a time. But it is, I'd much rather have a lot of this, like a lot of the excitement or, you know, like the pressure, if you will, or expectations, man, bring those on. Like it's a lot more fun to play that way when you got the whole city behind you. So
Does Jaden wearing 5, does that make you feel better as good as he's played? Does it make you feel better about not wearing it yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I think I think one of the things, like whenever my wife and I were chatting, we had decided, you know, like this is the right thing to do. Let's do it. And I was just like, this would just be so cool, you know, if he's just this household name for a decade or two. Like at about game 4 or 5, my wife looks at me and goes, I think you made the right call. So he's, man, just I can't say it enough. He's special on the field, but that's a good dude off the field too, and just one of the guys. And it's fun to be around him and watch that dude play football. Yeah.
Thanks, Tress.
Yeah, good to see y'all.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.